Aprilia appeals to a different sort of rider with its Mana 850 GT ABS. Outfitted with a CVT-style transmission, the Mana gives the rider the choice between manual or fully automatic shifts. Paired with a fuel-sipping V-twin engine and handy trunk-like storage compartment with an integrated 12-volt power socket, the Mana is ready to tackle any riding mission.
The Mana GT in this test is definitely the outlier as far as the engine goes. It's got that CVT transmission, and it actually has a surprising amount of grunt down low, especially in sport mode. You know, I came in with low expectations for the Mana's engine and was pleasantly surprised. So easy to ride that I found myself sort of exceeding its limits when it came to the suspension, particularly on left-hand corners. The side stand would drag pretty easily. You know, adding preload helped, but it definitely hits the limit on those when it comes to ground clearance.
The Aprilia is very unique in the fact that it has a CVT automated transmission. There's no clutch lever. There is a shift lever, but you don't have to use it. Like if you want, you can just put it in full automatic mode and it'll just totally do all the shifting for you.
It's literally just twist and go, throttle and brake. You can use the paddle shifters in a manual shifting mode, which is, you know, interesting for a little bit, but after, you know, a couple miles with that, I was more than happy to just stick it in the auto mode and just gas it.
I didn't like that the CVT doesn't allow any engine braking, but the more I rode the Mana, the more it grew on me, especially on long highway miles. It's got the tallest windscreen, a little bit more relaxed ergonomics.
It does have a really tall windscreen, but I almost found that more of a deterrent because it created a lot of wind buffeting. So I preferred, say, the VFR's shorter windscreen, but delivered a more direct and steady airflow. With that said, the seat is comfortable, the bar placement is nice and upright, and you can do a lot of miles on that bike in relative comfort. The interesting thing about the Mana that I actually really liked was the fuel tank storage area. It has the fuel tank actually under the seat, and so where the traditional fuel tank would be is a very large storage area. And when we went on our 2-day tour, I was able to pack all of my gear and put it in that, and I didn't even really need the bags.
And the coolest thing about it is it actually has a power plug in it. So I just kind of fitted my little USB adapter into it, and I was able to charge my iPhone and my camera and all the other goodies I have.
And just having the convenience of being able to pull up to a gas station, pop that thing open and access, you know, your wallet, a map, your phone, anything really quick was really, really nice.
Yeah, this motorcycle doesn't have the performance of the Ninja. Yeah, it doesn't have the performance of the VFR, but this motorcycle is a really, really good bike for touring. And if I was gonna go touring across the country and I wasn't totally concerned with outright performance, I would probably get this motorcycle. It's just that practical for touring. If you're serious about touring, then you'll love the Mana GT. On the other hand, if sport appeal is what you're after, the Aprilia is easily outmuscled. So despite offering the best value, the Italian bike ranks the back of the group.